And we're live. So thank you so much for all of you that are here watching live. For those of you that get to watch the replay, I'm so excited, to have you here. My name is Christina Abad. I'm a love and relationship coach, and I help driven women attract the one. I help them stop wasting their time, stop dating pointlessly, and really attract the right person to create a loving, lasting relationship with. So I'm so excited today to really talk about and dive a little deeper into, are you stuck in the past? Are you holding on to things from the past that are keeping you from loving again, that are keeping you from putting yourself out there again? And here's the truth. If you're a driven and successful woman that's had a bad experience at love and you still are doing your thing, you're still, banging it out at your career, you're still rocking it out in your business, you're still excelling in life, but you're still missing that piece of wanting a companion, of wanting a soulmate, of wanting someone that you can share that with, that you can share your journey with, you can share your wins with, and that's there for you to support you when, times get tough, and it happens because it's life, right? We live and we learn. But here's the thing. Sometimes we go through experiences that really change our outlook on life, that really change how we show up, especially in relationships, right? How many of you can, and you can, drop it in the comments, drop an emoji. How many of you have gone through something like that, where you had an experience that kind of, changed your outlook on relationships, on love, on what it is to be with someone and to have a healthy relationship? I know for me, I was in a relationship for 7 years that was like on and off, on and off, on and off. And the reason now that I realized that it lasted so long was because I was holding on, right? I was holding on to different aspects of it. So if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're holding on to the past, then pay close attention, because I'm going to go through a couple of things that might help you snap out of it. It might help you break the cycle. It might help you, interrupt that pattern and not repeat it again. So, for me, a lot of the times in this relationship, what I was, holding on to the most was the idea of how it should have been. The idea of how it could be, right? That things were supposed to work out, that we were supposed to be together. And I kept holding on to that. I kept holding on to the things that I thought could happen in that relationship, the potential that I saw for that relationship. And a lot of the times that really damages us, because we're thinking about a fantasy and not really focusing on the facts, right? Not really focusing on what was going on. Like I mentioned, it was an on and off relationship for 7 years. So clearly there were signs, right? There were red flags. Clearly there were moments where I was hurt and I was disappointed. And instead of taking that as my lesson learned, right, I continue to hold on. So ladies, if you feel like you're holding on to a relationship or to experiences that you went through, I know after the relationship was over, there was also that, am I able to trust again, right? Because here's the thing, you get stuck in what happened, right? In the hurt that you experienced. You get stuck in the trust that was violated, in the disappointment. And what happens is that you begin to guard yourself. You begin to put your walls up, and you kind of keep love out that way. And what you're trying to do is to keep out anybody from hurting you, to keep out any more disappointment, to keep out anything that might bring you back down. But the truth is that when we're holding on to that hurt and we're holding on to those experiences where we know we can't trust again, or where we feel like we've been hurt and you don't want to go through that again, what happens is you end up reliving that, and you end up keeping that alive instead of taking it as a experience, as a lesson learned, as something that you don't want, and now you know better and moving forward. But what happens so many times with so many women, myself included, like I said, I was in this relationship for 7 years on and off. And what happens is you don't let go. So I want to help you ladies, for those of you that really want to call in your soulmate, really want to attract the right partner, and are struggling to let go of past ideas of how it could have been, past hurts that really left you disappointed, that really left you feeling like, could I ever trust again, right? So the first thing that I want to cover in order to help you overcome this, being stuck and reliving the same cycle is to identify, excuse me, and really acknowledge what you're holding on to. Like I said, I know for me, for a while, I was holding on to the idea of how it could have been or how it should have been, right? In my mind. Maybe for you, it's the hurt. It's the disappointment. It's the being cheated on. I know I held on to that one for a while too after the relationship was over. But there are different aspects that really create an impact in you that sometimes it's hard to let go. So being able to pinpoint that out for yourself, for your case, for your experience is so important for you to be able to overcome it, right? Maybe you're stuck on the person. Maybe it's the person that you can't let go of. Maybe you feel like that's supposed to be the person, right? Maybe you're stuck on the hurt. Maybe you're stuck on what happened and he hurt you and everybody's out to hurt you and it kind of creates that sort of idea. But I really want you to identify what it is that you're holding on to, whether it was a hurt, whether it was the idea of how it should have been, could have been, whether it was the person themselves that you were attached to. And then the second step in being able to let go and really break the cycle is to make peace with it, to make peace with things didn't go as planned, to make peace with maybe that wasn't the right person, and to make peace with what happened, that it was an experience that you were supposed to grow from, that you were supposed to go through to learn and to get something good out of it, right? And I know at times it might not seem that way because of the hurt, because of the disappointment, because of the frustration. But I want to share with you, if you're here and you're listening to this and you're really looking to call in the right partner, well, that experience serves you to know what you truly want now. That experience serves you in really defining the love and the relationship that you want. So don't take it as a loss or as a moment of hurt. Take it as an experience, as a lesson learned, and make your peace with it. And then the third way, and the third step, I should say, in being able to heal this and really overcome being stuck and being in a state of holding on to the past is really deciding to let go. Really deciding that you're no longer going to let that have a hold on you. Really deciding that it's time to move forward, that you learned what you had to, that you grew, and that now you're ready for what you truly want and you truly desire. So, for my ladies that really want to call in the right person, really want to find an ambitious, driven man who's out there in the world, who's ready to be in a committed relationship, who's ready to step up and be a companion, to be that soul connection, someone you can, connect with, someone that you can be with. And the whole point is that if you feel like you're being held back, if you feel like, things are not going as planned and you keep reliving these past experiences, you keep holding on to the idea of how it could have been, how it should have been, or what happened, there is a way to get over that. There is a way to break through and be able to call in the right person. So just a quick review, first identify what you're holding on to. What from the past are you holding on to? Is it the person? Is it the hurt? Is it the pain? Is it the betrayal? What are you holding on to? Step number 1. Step 2 is making your peace with it. Acknowledging that it was an experience you had to go through. You learned, you learned, and now you're ready to conquer, right? And then step number 3, being able to decide. Being able to decide that you're no longer going to let your past experience, hold you back from calling in the right guy, hold you back from attracting a loving, healthy relationship. That's what you deserved. You had to go through that to be able to know that you deserve more, you deserve better, and now you're ready to receive it. So I really want to encourage you ladies that feel like you might be stuck holding on to old stories or the ideas of what it could have been, the idea of how it should have been, or the things that just happened that hurt you and left a mark. I want you to know you're not alone. Like I said, it took me 7 years to break free from a relationship that wasn't going anywhere, and I just kept holding on. So I know what that's like. And if you need help in letting go of the hurt, letting go of the betrayal, letting go of the idea of how it should have been, then I want you to reach out, because you don't have to do it alone. It doesn't have to take you 7 years. And I'll tell you that much. And the whole thing is, and yes, it's so true, Natalie. It goes for all aspects of life, right? Because when you hold on to the past, or you hold on to these ideas or these beliefs or these disappointments, in life, it's not going to get you to where you want to go. It's not going to let you attract the right person. It's not going to allow you to receive that love. So, like I said, if you feel like you're struggling with this, you feel like you're holding on to the past, you feel like for some reason it's just so hard to let go, I want you to know that you're not alone and to reach out, because I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. So feel free to, direct message me, whatever you feel more comfortable with, or just book a call. There's nothing like really being able to speak like this, right? Face to face. And really get it out and really identify what you're holding on to. You don't have to do it alone. I would love to chat with you. And I do have a couple of spots open for next week. So you can book your call directly at chatwithchristina.co. Or like I said, if you're a little shy and you might have a question, feel free to reach out, private message me. I know how it is. Relationships are a little intimidating sometimes to talk about, but no, you're not alone. And that's why I'm here. That's why I show up. That's why I want to bring voice to the truth of what happens sometimes in relationships, what happens when we get stuck in those cycles of holding on to ideas of how it should have been, how it could have been, of thinking that's the ideal person, right? Of thinking that, well, if I was betrayed once, I'll be betrayed again. Or because that happened, I can't let that go. I want you to know that you can, that you deserve love, that you deserve someone that loves you, that respects you, that honors you, and that's there to grow with you and support you along the way. So once again, if this is something that you have in your heart, that you want to call in the right person, and you want to have that companion, and you need help, feel free to reach out. I'm your girl. I'm here for you, and I would love to be of, support to you. So with that said, for all my ladies that are going on their date nights, for hashtag Fun Friday, I want you to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to let go of whatever you feel is holding you back, and really enjoy yourself, really enjoy the dating process. And if you need help, reach out. So enjoy yourself, ladies. Have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Take care.